was gay. And I loved it. And it felt natural and right. But then I came.
Is someone here Ben Affleck?
I am. I'm.
Great, sign here.
Thank you.
I was joking about it, was fine, and then I had to like grab this guy who was really a friend of mine and kind of kiss him. And the thing was that I really backed down from it in a way, you know what I mean? I really could have done, I think, a more committed.
Looks like we've got another 2024 breakup in the mix, folks. This time it's Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. But honestly, wasn't this one kind of predictable? Reports say they're on the path to divorce. The reason? Some people suggest it might be due to Ben's alleged gay affairs. And now Jennifer is reportedly talking about it. And seemingly, their relationship is on the verge of chaos. So from where did Ben's gay rumor started? You will be surprised to know that it was when Matt Damon and Ben's friendship was at its peak, and people started speculating something more than friendship. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon have collaborated on multiple projects with Harvey Weinstein. In the past, Affleck publicly commended Weinstein for his involvement in their work together. During the 1997 Oscars, when Affleck won an award for Good Will Hunting, he expressed gratitude, saying, "Harvey Weinstein, who believed in us and made this movie." However, some observers noted that he appeared somewhat nervous during his acceptance speech.
Us to thank Harvey Weinstein, who believed in us and made this movie, Gus Van Sant for brilliant direction, Robin Williams.
However, when time passed and Harvey's true face was revealed to the world, he released a statement on his Facebook account, saying that he was saddened and angry that a man he once worked with took advantage of his power to intimidate, essay, and manipulate many women over decades. "The additional allegations of A that I read this morning made me sick," Affleck added. Affleck continued to say that he's asking himself what he can do to make sure this doesn't happen to others. "We must support those who come forward, condemn this type of behavior when we see it, and help ensure there are more women in positions of power," Affleck concluded. And some people also believe that Ben was on Harvey's red flag list, pointing towards suspicious actions. Before the release of explosive reports that catalyzed the #MeToo movement and ultimately contributed to the downfall of the former movie mogul, Harvey Weinstein maintained a list of individuals he was apprehensive might speak to journalists in 2017 about his interactions with women. Ben Affleck's name was among those listed in this document, commonly referred to as the red flag list, a detail corroborated by Variety upon review.
This prevalent, in this industry, it must extend into, finance and tech and all these other places, and it's really...
Reportedly, this list was just one component of approximately 1,000 pages of documents that were unsealed at the New York City criminal courthouse prior to Harvey Weinstein's sentencing. During Weinstein's 7-week trial, this document was mentioned, but only the name of accuser Annabella Sciorra was disclosed as being on the list. The lead prosecutor sought to present the entire list, which included both male and female names, to the jury for their examination. However, the judge ultimately denied this request.
It's like a really important moment. It feels like a time when, survivors are finding their voice and people are sort of like, and I include myself in this really...
There is speculation among some individuals that if Ben Affleck's name appeared on the list, Matt Damon's name might have been included as well. This speculation arises from the belief that Matt Damon could have also been a victim of Harvey Weinstein and potentially had some negative experiences with him, considering that Ben had already shared his own experiences involving Harvey Weinstein. Affleck said the experiences he had creating his early works with Weinstein are now tainted because while we were making these movies, there were people who were suffering. He reiterated his aim to donate any residual income he earns from Weinstein's films to organizations such as RAINN and Film Independent. And Joe Rogan has also pointed out Harvey's more suspicious actions. As he delved deeper into the complex world of Tinseltown, he illuminated some intriguing connections and interactions that have sparked widespread speculation and conversation.
He apparently hugged a woman and his hand went down her back. This is
the depiction.
At the heart of Weinstein's manipulation, as outlined by Rogan, was a deeply disturbing quid pro quo scenario. Allegedly, he would tell these aspiring actors that if they engaged in S-acts with him, they would be granted the coveted opportunity to become stars in his movies. However, once an actor had complied with his demands, they found themselves subjected to further and abuse. Ben also said, "I knew Weinstein was sleazy and kind of a bully, but unfortunately, that wasn't that uncommon." He explained that as a 24-year-old newcomer to Hollywood who had never made a movie, but his so much support to his friend did not sit well with his fans. Back in 2023, Matt Damon got himself in trouble with the LGBTQ+ community when he made comments about his friendship with Ben Affleck. The Martian actor was discussing the nature of their relationship and admitted that the rumors of them being romantically linked put us in a weird position of having to answer. You know what I mean? The successful Hollywood actor expressed concern that people questioning his S could compromise his future career in the industry. Damon added that the speculation about him and Ben Affleck was then really deeply offensive. "I don't want to imply it's some sort of disease. Then it's like I'm throwing my friends under the bus." These comments came shortly after Damon had a public clash with journalist Effie Brown on HBO's Project Greenlight. He interrupted the black film producer to express, "When you're talking about diversity, you do it in the casting of the film, not the casting of the show." Effie appeared visibly surprised and disappointed by the actor's interruption. The hashtag #DamonSplaining quickly trended on Twitter following the controversial comments. Damon swiftly defended himself, stating, "I am sorry that they offended some people, but at the very least, I am happy that they started a conversation about diversity in Hollywood." Moreover, during an interview, he said that it is difficult for actors in the industry to come as gay openly, and people started speculating that here too he was talking about Ben. "When Ben and I first came on the scene, there were rumors that we were gay because it was two guys who wrote a script together," Damon told Britain's The Guardian, referring to their Oscar-winning 1997 film, Good Will Hunting. "It's just like any piece of gossip, and it put us in a weird position of having to answer, you know what I mean?" Which was then really deeply offensive. Damon continued, "I don't want to, imply it's some sort of disease. Then it's like I'm throwing my friends under the bus. But at the time, I remember thinking and saying Rupert Everett was openly gay, and this guy, more handsome than anybody, a classically trained actor. It's tough to make the argument that he didn't take a hit for being out." Damon acknowledged that attitudes toward the gay community are evolving, but he also expressed sympathy for actors who are publicly out. "But in terms of actors, I think you're a better actor the less people know about you, period." And S is a huge part of that. Damon, who's been married to wife Luciana for a decade, said, "Whether you're straight or gay, people shouldn't know anything about your S because that's one of the mysteries that you should be able to play." Then Ben Affleck reportedly considered himself a serious actor after portraying a scene where he kissed another man in the film Chasing Amy. Director Kevin Smith shared at a 20th anniversary screening of the 1997 indie hit Chasing Amy at the Outfest LGBTI Festival in Los Angeles that Affleck and co-star Jason Lee initially felt uncomfortable about their on-screen gay kiss. According to Gay Star News, Smith recalled Affleck saying that a man kissing another man is the greatest acting challenge an actor can ever face. And after filming, Affleck reportedly remarked, "Now, I'm a serious actor." In the film, Affleck plays a comic book artist who develops feelings for a lesbian, Joey Lauren Adams, which complicates his relationship with his best friend, Jason Lee. Affleck, who publicly supported marriage equality on Twitter in 2014, expressed his discomfort with filming the scene in a 2017 interview with Entertainment Tonight.
I'm not homophobic. I guess I am more than I thought, and that, it was just difficult for me, and I didn't think it would be.
Even one person wrote, "Dude, I'm gay and it ain't homophobic. Who you kiss is up to you. If it feels gross, so be it." He has never actually said anything bad about gay people or homo-s in general, therefore isn't homophobic. The literal definition of homophobic is having or showing a dislike of or prejudice against homo-s people. Not, "I don't like kissing guys, BC, I'm straight." And now people are speculating that his alleged gay behavior is the reason behind the divorce. Bennifer's romance ignited in 2001, culminating in Ben Affleck proposing with a large pink diamond engagement ring in 2002. However, they faced a setback when they called off their wedding just before the ceremony in 2004, ultimately ending their relationship a few months later. Nearly 2 decades later, in 2021, Ben and Jennifer were seen enjoying a romantic date in the Hamptons. Their reunion as Benifer became a major headline in 2021, capturing widespread attention. Fast forward to early 2023, and Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have finally settled into married life after a journey spanning 2 decades and 2 engagements.
Like, I can't leave because of my kids, but I'm not happy. What do I do?
Their initial romance sparked in 2002, catalyzed by their collaboration in the rom-com Giggly. Affleck eventually proposed to J.Lo, but their love story hit a snag, leading to a breakup in 2004. Over the years, both pursued marriages with others, welcomed children, and navigated divorces. They also explored new relationships post-divorce. In May 2021, just a month after Lopez parted ways with Alex Rodriguez, rumors of her rekindled romance with Affleck surfaced once again. By the summer of 2022, they had exchanged vows and embarked on the journey of newlyweds, enjoying the glow of their recent nuptials. However, observant fans might have noticed that Jen and Ben haven't been seen together publicly since around March 30th, when they were spotted in New York City. Adding to the speculation, Jennifer drew attention by liking an Instagram post about healthy relationships. The post highlighted the challenge of building a relationship with someone who may be disconnected from themselves, suggesting that there might be underlying issues in their relationship. Jen was also flying solo at the Met Gala, with the explanation that Ben was busy working on The Accountant 2 Inches and couldn't accompany her. But let's face it, that explanation seems like a stretch. It's pretty obvious that there's trouble in paradise, possibly even heading towards divorce. Even before these recent reports, there were plenty of signs. For example, in a viral video, Ben appeared stressed and unhappy during a coffee run in LA. He seemed to slam a car door after helping Jennifer into the passenger seat. Around the same time, footage surfaced showing them having a heated argument in a car at a set of traffic lights in Bubble Hills. Ben pointed directly at Jen, who turned away, clearly engaged in a tense exchange. Speaking of tense moments, at last year's Grammy Awards, Jennifer appeared to snap at her husband during an exchange that they later tried to downplay. And in a video where Ben tells J.Lo he'll be back, it seems like he couldn't wait to get away from her. Anyway, reports are now indicating that they're on 2 different pages in their marriage. A source even spilled the beans to US Weekly about the whole situation. Jen and Ben are having issues in their marriage, an insider tells Us Weekly. They started having issues a few months ago as Jen had started ramping up work commitments and prepping for her tour. Jen is very focused on work. They are on 2 completely different pages most of the time. TMZ also chimed in, reporting that Ben had indeed moved out. According to their source, he left a house he had been frequently seen coming and going from, where he had also been spending the night. With divorce rumors swirling, fans have begun speculating on their own about why the marriage hit the skids. It's no surprise that many believe Ben grew weary of J.Lo constantly seeking attention and airing their love life for all to scrutinize. This speculation isn't unfounded, considering Ben himself once mentioned that if it were up to him, their marriage would never be a social media spectacle. Jen and Ben initially called it quits in 2003 before reuniting 20 years later. As for what caused their breakup back in 2003, Ben revealed that the relentless public scrutiny took its toll on their relationship. However, he later learned to adapt for the new chapter in their love story once they reconnected. He even expressed this sentiment on Jennifer's 2024 documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, emphasizing the significance of their reunion. Getting back together, I said, listen, one of the things I don't want is a relationship on social media. And then I realized it's not a very fair thing to ask, he admitted. It's like you're going to marry a boat captain and you go, well, I don't like the water, We're just 2 people with different approaches trying to learn to compromise. Maybe Ben never quite acclimated to having his love life under the public microscope, as it seems that this aspect significantly strained their marriage. There's even a scene from the documentary where Ben appears noticeably uncomfortable with J.Lo sharing details of their old love letters with her friends and colleagues. Adding fuel to the fire, there are allegations that J.Lo pressured Ben to maintain a certain image, which eventually led to frustration on his part. There were even reports claiming that Ben was furious because he was being criticized for fillers and Botox treatments that J.Lo allegedly encouraged him to get. Apparently, J.Lo had convinced him that it's common practice in Hollywood for people to undergo a bit of facial maintenance, including his close friends like Matt Damon. Additionally, many speculate that since they haven't been photographed together since March, the divorce might be related to Jen's involvement in Diddy's case. Around March, rumors circulated that Jen was implicated in some of the crimes, particularly concerning the incident where Natanya Rubin, who was deeply involved, was injured. She has expressed her desire to have the bullet fragments removed from her face for ballistics evidence, indicating her willingness to reopen the case. Natanya Rubin says she is willing to have doctors remove a piece of a bullet that remains in her face to prove Sean Diddy Combs shot her at a New York club in 1999. I'm willing to have a doctor remove a part of the 9mm bullet in my face so that they can use it as evidence if need be for this trial, Rubin said on News Nation's Elizabeth Vargas reports. Even if it means risking her life, Nathan also claimed that J.Lo outright lied to the jury, suggesting that she should be investigated alongside Diddy.
We all had to go and speak at the branch.
If you've been following recent developments, J.Lo has been embroiled in several controversies lately, aside from the Diddy scandal. She's been making headlines for less favorable reasons, from her struggling projects to incidents like the Bronx Orange drink controversy. Notably, there was an incident captured on camera where she spun chewing gum into her assistant's hand in New York City. Additionally, she has faced criticism for alleged mistreatment of her staff, with fans pointing out recurring negative narratives from former employees. Moreover, Jennifer Lopez has faced renewed scrutiny for appropriating Black culture without adequately acknowledging the Black artists who have contributed to the success of her music. These issues have contributed to a growing sense that things may not be quite right in J.Lo's world lately. So people are saying that if this is the attitude J.Lo brings into her marriage, there's no way it could have lasted.
I think the problem with Jenny from the Block is that they cut my laugh and they kept ad-libs and they turned her vocals like all the way down.
However, there have also been reports suggesting that J.Lo and Ben aren't ready to throw in the towel just yet and might decide to work on their marriage. Ben believes in therapy to a point and is willing to be a good sport about participating with an open mind, even though he hates the whole humiliating process, a source reveals to In Touch. He's never going to gauge the success of this marriage by what happens in the therapist's office. He also has a higher tolerance for conflict and having to fight to get his way than the average guy. After the insider notes that they have known Ben, 51, for more than 10 years, they explained that everything is a fight for the Gone Girl actor and Jennifer, 54. The only satisfaction he gets in life is overcoming when the odds are stacked against him, the source adds. Now that they're reunited, the ego battle between Ben and Jennifer was always on full display and is only eclipsed by the obvious passion and respect they have for one another. But there has to be an easier path, and you have to ask why they want their marriage to be this way in the first place. However, an insider exclusively tells In Touch that the high-profile duo has hit yet another rough patch. Look, even when things are quote-unquote good between Ben and Jennifer, their gigantic egos and sharp opinions mean there's going to be some fighting and arguing. Career pressure has been high for both Ben, 51, and Jennifer, 54. Ben is in grind mode with a slew of projects from his and Matt Damon's production company, while J.Lo is dealing with the fallout from a flopped album and several canceled tour dates. This pressure has spilled over into their 2-year marriage. The A-listers scrapped plans to buy a home in New York City after their notorious real estate indecision. They pulled out of escrow 3 times before buying their $61 million LA mansion last year. Looking for a property that checked all the boxes for them, Jennifer especially proved to be a huge headache, reports The Insider. They were fighting over every detail. The tension hit a tipping point for the Oscar winner. Ben has too much on his plate, and when he faces personal adversity, the old demons come out, says The Insider. The only way he's going to have any peace is if he and Jennifer put their stubbornness aside and focus on making each other happy. Moreover, Jennifer Lopez has admitted to feeling misunderstood at times as she opened up about life outside of showbiz. These comments came while she was promoting her latest film, Atlas, without Ben Affleck by her side. The couple has reportedly hit a rocky patch in their relationship and are said to be living apart. However, both have been seen still wearing their wedding rings, even as divorce rumors intensify. Reflecting on her connection to her latest character in the sci-fi movie, J.Lo said, "We are so different because she, doesn't wear any of her emotions." This contrasts with Lopez's more expressive nature, highlighting the complexities she feels in her personal and professional life. Speaking to People, she continued, "She's so closed off, and I am too much emotion sometimes. At times, she was very sure. She was like, 'This is what's happening. Please listen to me. Please tell me.' And felt very misunderstood at times. I can also relate to that a bit." This reveals a personal connection Lopez feels with her character's sense of being misunderstood, despite their differing approaches to emotion. The comments come as Jennifer and Ben are reportedly facing issues in their marriage. The pair tied the knot in July 2022, but are said to be experiencing marital troubles. Sources claim Ben moved out of their shared family home in mid-May, and it's rumored that Jennifer may be looking for a house of her own.
And has moved out of the home they share, a source exclusively tells In Touch. The writing's on the wall. It's over. The inside dishes. They're headed for divorce. And for once, Ben's not to blame.
An insider told In Touch that she was seen house hunting alone in Beverly Hills. And another source mentioned that the pair are not in the best place at the moment. Jennifer attended a red carpet event for Atlas alone earlier this week. Body language expert Judy James noted that she was sending a defiant message with her poses. Jennifer, still wearing her wedding ring, posed for pictures at the Egyptian Theater Hollywood in Los Angeles on Monday. Judy observed, "These are hard poses and hard facial expressions from a solo Jennifer Lopez who performs the kind of angry stares and rigid hip and hand positions that you would normally see from a flamenco dancer." Judy added, "The hand also displays her wedding ring against the black fabric of her skirt. There's no softness here, and it would be unclear if the pose should be taken as a warning to Ben or a warning to the press to stop speculating." Jennifer's softer, warmer smile does return in one pic, but only after the hard angles and dramatic, stern facial expressions have been imprinted as her nonverbal statement here. Adding fuel to the fire, the couple's individual work commitments have kept them apart in recent months. Lopez has been spending time in New York for various projects, while Affleck has been busy filming. This has led to speculation about the state of their relationship, particularly after Lopez attended the Met Gala without Affleck. Despite the separate living arrangements, a source told People that the couple remains committed to their relationship and is navigating the challenges of balancing work and family life. In the documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, Affleck and Lopez reflected on their rekindled romance, emphasizing the importance of compromise and understanding in their relationship. The couple's representatives have not responded to requests for comment regarding their current living situation. However, their recent public appearance and the source's statement suggest that they are working through their individual commitments while maintaining their relationship. But people are speculating that Ben is going back to his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. After their 2004 separation, J.Lo and Affleck went on to start their own families with Mark Anthony and Jennifer Garner, respectively. When asked about how they've approached their second chance at love, the Made in Manhattan actor told People in 2022, "I think we are strong enough now to know what's real and what's not, whereas when we were younger, maybe some of those outside voices were a little bit tougher for us to reconcile and survive." The celebrity lifestyle doesn't make it easy to settle down, especially for someone like Jennifer Lopez, who always seems to have a project on the go. Someone as dedicated to their craft as J.Lo puts in a tremendous amount of time and effort to maintain her image and interact with fans. Ben and J.Lo are normally together 24/7, but lately they've been spending time apart, a source told In Touch in 2024. Jen's need to make their relationship so public and perfect often leaves Ben feeling overwhelmed and henpecked. He just needs to be by himself sometimes, out of her shadow. Work is always a top priority for the on-the-floor singer, so they are on two completely different pages most of the time, another insider revealed to Us Weekly. At the same time, it's important for an individual to support their partner's career. Therefore, it raised a few brows when Lopez attended the 2024 Met Gala solo, despite being one of the co-chairs. Ben Affleck's absence was a deliberate attempt to give him some breathing room, a source shared with OK. Of course, she was a little hurt, but she knows he loves her. He just needed a break from the red carpets and publicity that she craves. However, according to Affleck's rep, the actor was unable to attend due to a scheduling conflict, as he was working on The Accountant too. It's impossible to say if he was truly busy or needed space. Moreover, recently, on May 16, 2024, the Let's Get Loud singer sparked divorce rumors by liking a March 19th Instagram post shared by a relationship coach. The post calls out major relationship red flags, emphasizing the importance of respect for time, integrity, emotional safety, and effective communication skills in building a healthy relationship. Additionally, it states that strong relationships cannot be built with people who don't truly know themselves. Marsek shared a screenshot of the notification as evidence, as reported by People. However, she later asked followers to please be kind to Jennifer Lopez because she's a human being. I do not know if they're getting divorced. I hope not, but yeah, please. And that is why the rumors are getting intensified day by day, as there is no statement coming from the couple. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.